That's right, you are now listening to Tommy Tom's One Mic. Warning, this podcast contains explicit language, triggering or sensitive topics, and controversial discussions. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tommy Tom's One Mic.
All right. Let's see here. We got the camera. We got the recorder going. Mic set. Okay, we got the lights. Everything's looking good. All right, we can get this started. Shit. How do I do this again? It's been so long. Just roll the intro. Roll the intro. Go, go, go.
All righty. And in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys. 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 Welcome back to Tommy Tom and One Mic. I like the guy. He's one of my good friends.
You do not feel hampered at all by what life is thrown at you.
Yeah, man, the energy from the crowd is like so much. You can see that people are happy to be out and enjoying the music.
That reminds me, not like that, but how is your sexy mom?
Oh my. What was it? The dwarf in the fridge?
The Keebler out with beer.
At one point in time, I lit a flare in my hands to attempt to stay warm. But
I feel you. That's why I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna be fuck it.
Let's hit the mic.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, everybody, to Tommy Tom and One Mic. I am, of course, your host, name on the title, Tommy Tom. And it is great to be back. It has been, almost 2-3 years since I last was able to, talk to you all solo on my podcast. And I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited for this new journey. Now, for those listening, you may not be able to see my new setup, my new way of doing things. But if you are watching this on YouTube, hey, guess what? You are now able to see me. You get to see me talk and see my interviews, which I'm very excited to share with all of you. Now, I will admit, I've got some old interviews that I was doing because I was going to debut this a little earlier. But, hey, life gets in the way. You got to figure some things out. So, I'm excited to share some of those old interviews with you. But, before I was going to start this new chapter, I got to admit, I had to go back. And when I mean by going back, I had to go back to my very first guest, and that is, of course, the man who does my theme music himself, Mr. Just Cauz. And the great thing with Joe, this is be our third time, I think, just on this platform talking to each other. But this one was fun, as his wife, Ashley, aka Yoda, as I've referred to her since we were in high school, was there as well, to doing his hair and giving some little commentary. But you know what? It was a great conversation, and I thought, you know what? Before I do episode 1, I figured I'd show you guys what I like to call episode 0. The true starting point of Tommy Tom One Mic 2.0. And you know what? I hope you guys enjoy it. It was a great conversation. I look at Joe and I admire a lot of the things that he's gone through. It's not a simple life. And if anybody enters into the entertainment business, understand this is not a fun place to be. It's not. There's a lot of drama, a lot of bullshit you got to go through. And Joe, Just Cauz, is possibly the most positive motherfucker I've met in the course of doing all this. And I thought if I was going to do this again, I need to have somebody insert some positivity into me. Pause. And thankfully he did, and I'm always grateful. He knows that, and of course I guess you can say I kind of glaze him over in the beginning. Much of what I'm saying will probably be repeated in the beginning, but we had great conversations about his family, just everything, and it's always a good time with him. So I hope you guys enjoy episode 0, and I look forward to you guys actually seeing my first episode, which will be, unfortunately for all of you, just me. And I apologize now ahead of time. But I'm excited for 2024 and everything that you guys will be seeing. So enjoy this interview.
And you know what? The good thing about this is I don't have to do an intro because of how I'm going to be editing these all together. So I can just jump into it and say, "What's up, Cauz? How you doing? How you doing, buddy?"
I'm chilling, man. I'm doing great, man. How have you been, man? How have you been?
I am doing, I guess, as great as I can at this current point in time. I'm tired, worked last night. Stayed up specifically for this interview because this was an important interview for me. You, of course, being my first interview, and I'll probably cut away to a little clip of us doing our first interview together.
We got the horseman got on the stage, right? And we was in the back of the stage and we had just turned on our mics. And the gentleman that was introducing us was like, and the horseman, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, Just Cauz, crickets. Circle Bangs, crickets. Forever Fresh, crickets. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla Flex 45, crickets. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, early. Everybody got up in unison. Early, ran across the stage, started, the stupidest shit I've ever been a part of. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how the fuck I say early and everybody is now in front of this stage? Like, everybody that heard it was like, early, like in unison. 2,000 people said that shit at one time. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, So even the horsemen were like, early. I was like, yo, facts, bro. So that was the origin.
One word to launch a career right there.
Yeah. Oh, fucking early, man. I got early shirts now. I got early hats. Shit is early.
Me sitting in front of a Connects, I think, obstacle, almost the same. I got my little DNA strands over here. Just chilling in my comfy chair at the point. That's over here. That's like my now, when I actually have somebody in, I guess you say my apartment's now become my studio. That will be my in-person interview. So I can actually be like a talk show host over here.
That's nice. All right. So when you get that set up, I'm gonna have to come down and do that.
Oh, yes. You would have to be, we'll keep the first. You'll always be my first, Joe. That's it.
Well, I like that. I don't. Yeah.
Always be the first. Always be the first. And of course, I have to acknowledge, of course, your better half over there, taking care of the hair right there. Hi, Yoda.
Hi.
Good times. But no, I reached out to you because I'm restarting the podcast, and I was like, you know what? As I stated, you were the first interview. I wanted to, I'm going to restart, I guess, my chapter again. I might as well restart from the beginning. So, of course, a little history. I've known you and your wife for quite some time. I've known your wife probably like kindergarten, probably
Lifetime.
Before preschool.
No, I wasn't in your preschool. I didn't move to Wurtsboro till.
That's right. So yeah, probably like kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah, it was kindergarten.
Oh.
It was whenever.
So like.
It was Halloween birthday.
Yeah, we were probably like 5 years old at
6 years
Keenan's
old.
birthday. I bet you.
Wow. Yeah, that's some years. That is some years.
We old.
Yeah.
It's all right. Be in here.
Old times, yes. Back in our day, that kind of.
Gee Willikers.
Back in that. But of course, I met you, and it was it's always interesting. I have to say this about you, and I'll give you this credit. I've never. You may have your negative moments, but you've always been able to keep a positive attitude, at least in front of me. I'm sure Ash can give her own takes on that, but for the most part, it's like, this sucks, but you kind of laugh it off or something like that.
You always try to just laugh at the situation because it's always tough to get into the situation that you're in anyway. So you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, what am I gonna whatever.
That's it. You kind of shoulder shrug it and just like, fuck it. That's it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. It's just like, all right, well, I did try my damn best, so whatever. I can just keep it moving. Stuff like it.
Nah, but it's always I find it always a crazy thing. Just just kind of to, I guess, like I said, to give you the credit, it's just to hold that mentality, even when it's like, yeah, it's easy, I guess, to look down on other people and stuff. It's always that's always the simple thing. And when you're like you're the one being looked down on, it's always easy to just kind of get into this like anger, like hate mode almost, where you're just like you want to take it out on everybody instead of like just kind of, I guess you can say, looking at yourself and just being like, whatever. I'm good to me. I'm gonna just do what I can for myself and whatnot. So, as I said, kudos to you. That is something that I have grown to see. Because I'm honest. Your wife's right there. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. Right here. I'll say it right again. You know, you were not the popular person. In the household back in the day when you first came around. It was a known thing. It was a known thing.
I mean,
Who's this guy?
I think we knew. I think we knew that.
Yeah, who's this guy with our little sis over here? That was that was the thing. But that's where I'll give you both credit. Where there may have been like negativity. You guys just kind of push through. You guys got your family and all that. I'm gonna have to ask Ash to send me the video of you with JoJo on stage, so I can put that over as we talk a little about that. That was I consider that a proud Papa moment. Was that a proud Papa moment?
Beyond a proud Papa moment, because like it's beyond. So I'm gonna take you back just a second. Yeah, like I wrote that years ago, that song, and then like he fell in love with it after I wrote the song, and he was like, "Did you write this song for me?" So I basically was like, "Yeah, I wrote this song for you." Never truly thinking that the song would be for anyone specifically, especially my son. You know what I'm saying? But he grew so attached to it, and then like the words kind of hit me like maybe it should be for my son. You know what I mean? Just like in a growth, you know what I mean, like a human, sort of way. Like this is a growth type of song anyway. So like it just it touches my heart every time he says that he likes a song, and then when he performs it with me, it's just like I don't even understand. You know what I mean? It just I'm beside myself, and it makes me look at him like in a totally different light. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't think of myself as, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy that teaches his son the musical way of doing things. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll teach him, oh, do this or do that if you want to sing or you know what I mean? But I would never like push it upon him like you have to, you know what I mean? Like, do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're happy, you're not hurting nobody, love what you do, and as long as it makes you happy, do it. You know what I mean? But he always amazes me, and that's probably the most happy, that's the happiest Papa moment that I got with the boy, so awesome.
No, kudos. And, like I said, Ash, you're going to have to send me the video because I know you got it.
Yeah, I got the one from the school when they did the school performance, and then I got the one from when we were in New York City.
Yeah, I would like that just so I can share that, of course, with the audience and stuff like that. I think that's, like I said, I think that's something really telling that, it's a family affair. It's a family affair, oftentimes, some people, I don't know. I feel like having kids and pursuing a career in this is for a lot of people. It's I guess you can say an almost insurmountable. Did I even say that word correctly? Insurmountable, kind of like mountain.
Yes, like it's
to like climb.
Or to even think about like doing. You have your child next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have responsibilities, and you have a real, you have a real life. You know what I mean? Like that's what people say. Like you gotta have a real life. You gotta have an income. You gotta think of your family first, and that's you know what I mean. So it's like it's real hard. You know what I mean? It's it gets really tough. Thank God I have the support of, you know, the wife. Shout out to Ashley. Don't hit me.
Shout out to Richie for watching the kids.
Yo, shout out to you know, Richie, boss man. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't, you know, and my parents for helping out, you know what I'm saying? But without these guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, so just it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then it's a cycle, you know what I mean? Like you work at your own business, you know what I'm saying? And then you put the money back into the bit. You know what I'm trying to say. You put the money.
It's a cycle. It's a cycle you gotta keep on doing and whatnot. Just hoping to kind of like during that cycle gain a little more so that like, oh, okay, I'm up on the cycle
Up
at this
on the
point.
cycle.
And then, you know, always hoping that like, all right, I can find like maybe take a step away from the cycle for a second, like catch a breath, and then go back into the cycle.
Into the cycle, right? Right, and you're just like, oh man, yep. And then you tend to notice what they say. They're just like, yeah, man, get a business, you know, do what you love, and it's like, yeah, they don't tell you the other side that as soon as you open your eyes, the business is there, and that's your baby, and that's you gotta nurture your baby. At you know, oh, it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like that thing is there. It's there.
It's a completely different focus. That's where, like I say, I give, you know, you definitely couldn't have done it without like the support of others because to actually do it, you have to kind of have that like mindset of like, all right, I gotta do this, these are my requirements. But you also have this other half. It's like I also have this and this that I also have to take care of. And you know, if there wasn't a partnership with the two, you know, only one can exist. That's you know, that's kind of the you know the game. I think most people have to play when it comes to the world of entertainment and stuff. What is going to be your thing? You know, I know. Yeah, I'll speak for myself in the sense of like I isolate and just focus in on something like that. So that might, well, now clearly makes me perceived in a different light to others and stuff because I'm so focused on that. So they can't see that it's like no, it's not that. I don't really hate anybody. It's just like I just don't want to deal right now because I'm focused on something else because you know you want to. It's also for yourself to be better, I guess you can say in that sense.
Right, but
Yeah.
we all want to be better though. You know what I'm saying? So we all want to be better. But it's every it's always it's always tough to be persistent when trying to do the business or the thing that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently, like consistency in the thing that you love is probably the hardest thing. And that's what growth is. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's probably been the hardest thing. It's just, you know what I mean? Like it's like working out, whether you like it or not, if you just work out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a big guy. I don't work out, not yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to work at it. You got to go in, and whether you like it or not, you got to go there and just
You
do
can
that.
go there and just work on your glamour muscles, or you can actually gain, you know, real strength to actually do something and whatnot. So that's always the chess game you got to play with life and I guess life in the game. You
Yes.
could say and whatnot. But I mean, you know, you've come a long way since I guess my oh shoot my LOL show that I did so long ago before 2020. You know,
It's been a minute. I didn't even think about how long it's been. We gotta put something together. We gotta change that.
like it's been it's like 4 years now. We're almost gonna get to that like 5 year mark, I guess, since I did those and whatnot. But I mean, you know, just from like doing those, you know, it's always like funny to me. It's like, yeah, I was the first guy to pay Just Cause. That was me.
Facts. That is
I paid him cash and Hennessy. That's because he didn't think I would do it.
yes. And yo, I fucking loved it. And thank you so much for that. Cause that shit was fucking awesome. Yes.
Those are fun times. But I mean, you've gone on, you've done a lot of other shows and stuff like that. I mean, touring and all that. Like, how I guess is the tour life? I guess for you, how has that like evolved for you? I guess in a way.
So I used to do, small tours like 2-3 days, you know what I mean? And I used to think there was like, wow, I'm gearing up, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a little bit of the tour life, but that 6-day tour of just madness and getting that, you know what I mean? Like the first day, like it was awesome. We drove, got to the venue early, and like just and stood there, and everybody just had this the you know what I mean? Like it was like you felt like the energy was like, you know what I mean? Like was palpable, like you could feel the energy was like it was a tangible thing, you know what I mean? And it was like, oh man, we here, like everybody's here, like we're here, like okay. And like everybody got on stage, attacked the stage, and like there was no falters in anybody's like anything on that stage the first night. Like I was like, oh, these people did not come to play. We all got off stage, like even the legends, like obviously the legends didn't mess up, but like they came, blessed the stage. Like I was like, oh my God, like I'm here, like yeah, yo. And then we got off the stage and they was like, yeah, son, you ready? Going to sleep. And as soon as you wake up, we jumping in that car and driving. What? Yo, what? Yo, you're bugging. And then you gotta do it all over again. And you gotta do it all over again like 6 more times, bro. And there was one drive that was like 8.5 hours. And it was from somewhere to like Reading, PA or something. Bro, I was like, yo. Yeah, nah, I was like, nah, this is not it. But
going from the high of the stage to just like this. Oof.
Yeah. But it was the most beautiful stage I've ever been on, though. It was a beautiful stage, man. Wow. And yeah, that was the night that we opened up for Onyx, Sticky to my man Fredro Star, and it was sick. It was a sick night. And they did their thing, did so many classic joints, and I got to meet the guys, and it was a fire night, bro. And no, yo, yo, the funniest thing that happened to be on stage ever, bro. So look, check this out. This is the first time I ever get to use my wireless mic. Like I get to use my own wireless mic. I bought my microphone. I'm thinking I'm hot shit, right? I get to use it on tour the first time, whatever. This is like the 3rd or 4th day, I think, right into the tour. And I'm rocking right in front of freshmen, in front of with tons of people. I'm rocking. The freaking receiver to my wireless mic flies off the while I'm rapping, dude.
No, so you just cut out.
Goes sailing, dude. And I'm rapping for like a split second, and then I look at my mic because it felt like the weight had shifted. Like I'm like, what? And it's gone. And I'm like split second, like look, like gone. I'm like, what in the? I look at the crowd, and they all like I'm to like split seconds, like I'm like, what is that? Like, and then I look at the stage, and it's like literally like 50 feet. It had sailed all the way across the stage. I'm like, what the hell? We real quick, like Fresh is doing his thing. I'm like, grabbed it, popped it back in, started to just keep on rapping. The funniest thing ever, bro, that happened to me on stage. But also the best thing, because I never skipped a beat. Like we never skipped a beat. Fresh never skipped a beat. Like the crowd was with us. Like how you would just be like, yo, like the moment I like what?
It just all flowed, went real quick. You got it, and then it didn't like derail anything like that.
Absolutely, like it was like a surreal moment that like, and I was like, how did that even
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I don't know. It was one of those surreal moments. And then, just the people that we met and the connections and just the artists and the way that people carried themselves. You know what I'm saying? The amazing people that we got to go with. I got to go with my wife. I got to go with Forever Fresh. You know what I'm saying? And Titi Alyssa. So it was amazing. I got to spend some time with some amazing people, got to meet some amazing artists and some new people, and got to connect with them. And it was just an amazing, amazing thing, an amazing experience, and definitely can't wait to do that again. Definitely.
Of course, man. I got, of course, figure my way out to one of these shows. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting myself, situated, so that I'm able to do so. But if I remember correctly, those who don't know, I've probably already introed this before this interview began. Cauz did do my intro song, and I believe it's off, a certain album. It is called Legend in the Making, I believe.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Correct. Tell me a little about, I guess, that whole process. And now that it's been out and all that, how that, I guess, the process and how it all felt. Like, because, I've had, experience with a book and all that. It's like, it's always like great to have it like finish or like that. For me, of course, I have my own negative feelings towards it, but that's because I'm a pessimist. I'm a negative guy. As I said, you're a much more jolly fellow than myself. So I'd like to see the opposite effect, of accomplishing something that a lot of people don't get to do.
Right. I mean, so when it first dropped, which is almost 2 years ago, which is amazing for me because I don't even think about it like that. I almost think about it like it dropped yesterday because that's still my baby to me. But yeah, like it I when it dropped, I felt like I wasn't connected to it because I had worked so hard on that thing for so long. That thing, like I had worked on that album for years, and there were so many songs that never made the cut on that album. Like people will never hear the songs that were on that album. Never will hear the light of day. Like never. They will never see the light of day. They will never grace your ears. Like hundreds of songs, bro. Hundreds. Yeah, no. You know, like
They're retired. They're done.
yeah, those things are gone. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? And so it was a real serious chapter of just a whole bunch of time that I was just like, yeah, no, like this has got to just be what that is. And then after like a month or so, I finally got to like re-listen to it like on Spotify, like with the family, and just like not even like seriously listening to it, just like it coming on Spotify, because that's also surreal. Like you're listening to a playlist and then it just comes on and you're like, what the, I didn't even, oh shit, that's right, I'm a rapper, that's okay. Yeah. Like yeah, like okay, I wasn't even trying to listen to my music, and then it plays the whole album and you're like, yo, I spit some dumb shit on this, what the fuck, I said that, damn son, wallet, like yo, like all right, I was fucking wild, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, damn, yo, like I really did some shit on this album. Like, and I was like, yo, I'm usually not proud of myself, but damn, like impressive, man. Impressive. Like, and it was, and I felt like I really did a great thing, you know what I mean? And I felt like people were like, it's very like a left, right, very back and forth, and you're just like, where the fuck is he going? But truly, like, isn't that life? Doesn't it absolutely make no sense? And isn't that what makes you you? The left, the right, the straight, the up, the down. What the fuck? Nobody's going in a straight line, bro. Everybody trying to make it somewhere, but that shit ain't nowhere straight. Nowhere. You still gotta make a left and a right to the mall, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, like, yo, don't bug out, son. You know what I mean? Like, still gotta make a left and a right to the top. You know what I mean? Fuck. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, it's just surreal. And
I talked about so many different things, 10 years basically of just different shit. So glad that thing was over with, and I was just very, very proud of myself. And people still come up to me and are like, yo, this is different. People don't usually talk about the stuff that you talked about in this album. And that usually doesn't, you know what I mean? Like that's now recently happened. You know what I mean? Like nobody's really talked about the album when it dropped, but now people are like, yo, that
I think
album.
that's why I bring it up, because it usually takes time for something, when your name's not out there and stuff like that. It usually takes a little while for to find those diamonds in the rough for some people and stuff like that. So I was always like curious to see, uh, what the response has been since then, because I remember when you were working on it and stuff like that, and got that sample just so I could use for my podcast and stuff like that. I also have other music from you too that I don't even know if you know that you've sent me and stuff. That I'm just like, I'll probably just sneak it in every now and then. It's like he gave it to me. I have the emails. I was given this music. I'll do that if he ever tries to come out.
Yeah. Sneak peeks, and I'll be like, dude, I really did send that. Holy shit. All right. Yes. I'll be like, yes. Okay. I'll be like, let's go.
I will say there was one I forgot. I think I did for a ladies' night video that, like, when I uploaded it to YouTube, it was the first time I got a copyright, and I was like, "What is this?" And I started like looking at it. I was like, "Oh, it's probably the beat. It's probably someone's trying to like do that or whatnot. I don't know whatnot." And I was like, "All right, whatever." It wasn't, it was just a quick little. I think I asked you for music for the Rage Room, for when they were breaking stuff and all that, and that whole thing.
Yes.
So
Yup. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I've had some copyright strikes, absolutely, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I always like there's no, I've always taken with my with my music anyway, because I'm a very like skittish person when it comes to just
yeah.
doing. But with the music though, like people don't, you just don't go anywhere if you're just like, I don't know if I should do all of the shits, all of it. It doesn't even matter if you feel like you're not ready for the shit, just do it all, bro. Like it doesn't, you know what I mean? Because if you do it all like 9 times out of 10 and you had no idea that you were capable, people will hit you up like, yo, you are definitely ready. Like, let's go. Like, we can work together. And you didn't even think that you was ready. You were totally ready. You just weren't willing to put yourself out there and do that. You know what I mean? Like that's why I've been able to get in the positions that I was able to get in. I said, fuck it. And just on some fucking shit with my music career, people have been like, yo, let me hit you. Random, it's like a cold call. Like, yo, can I do something? Who the fuck send them one link? They're like, oh, yo, that's bugged the fuck out. Yo, you gotta come out. That's please come out. That's bugged out. Had a dude call me like, yo, I was like, how the fuck did you get my number? That's how bugged out the dude was. He's like, I had to call you. I was like, how the fuck did you get my number? I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I was like, oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah. Yeah. But
But I have seen you in the city quite often during the summer and stuff like that. Want to see you trying out for some stuff. How's it feel to go back down to the city every so often? You're up in Vermont and whatnot, so you know, uh, always to come down and actually perform and
it
in the
always
city.
it always feels like a blessing to come back to the city and just be at least be close to the stomping grounds that I grew up in. But it always feels great. And then just I always feel blessed to come back because it just feels like home. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm home, and then just the people there, like it almost feels like they connect with the music more because they know where it's coming from, which is weird because it's like everybody should know where it's coming from,
It's like you have a heart, right? What the hell? Yeah. It's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about crazy stuff at all. Like so it's like, what? But I don't know. I've been lucky to have a great reception down in the city, and just been lucky enough to meet great people. You know what I'm saying? I've been lucky to meet a business that actually took me in and is letting me work with them, actually. Hip Hop Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? These people are fantastic. They've been letting me do a lot of stuff with them. Rebirth Nation. I met, Eddie Rivera. He was doing a lot of great stuff. I linked up with him. He's been letting me do shows left and right. You know what I'm saying? So we've been linked up. There was a gentleman named Cale Rockwell. He is now my personal DJ. He's also a rough rider. You know what I'm saying? So now he's involved. We're heavily, all involved with each other. We're doing, great things together. His squad is, Cale Rockwell Productions. We're doing that show February 17th in Connecticut. So we're throwing together our first show. So that's going to be amazing. And we're trying to put together transportation. So that's also a first and a new thing for us, but we're putting together transportation. So we have a 45-man bus that's going from Fordham. Yeah, from Fordham Plaza all the way up to Connecticut and back. So it's like we're doing new things. We're doing new things. We're doing,
Quite a commitment. Quite a commitment. But you're talking about working with people. I think that is a good breaking point for right now. So we're gonna take a quick little break, and then when we come back, I want to talk collaborations. I want to talk all this other stuff with you and all that, and how it works, difficulties and trials and errors, whatever you can, all about it. We'll talk about it right after this quick commercial break.
Finally, I know y'all been waiting. Man. I've been waiting to make this announcement. But finally I can announce it. Thank you, God. Anyway, let's get to the point. February 17th, man, is going down. Woodbridge, Connecticut, February 17th. It's going down. 10 Selden Street. Let's go at 10 Selden. That is the actual venue name. That's right. It might be a little confusing, but at 10 Selden Street, Woodbridge, Connecticut, February 17th is going down, son. I'm going to be there. Rough Rider's going to be there. Cale Rockwell Productions going to be cooking. Dawn Too Real Inc. You already know. Rebirth Nation in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Peacemakers. Peacemakers going to be in the building. It's going to be a lit night. Big Man Entertainment LLC. They gonna be in the building cooking. There's gonna be some heavy hitters in the house. Can't even make an announcement on the freaking entertainments that's gonna come through. There's gonna be so many announcements. There's gonna be vendors there. If we could get everybody there, it's gonna be dope. We're gonna have transportation. There's gonna be a transportation announcement. I don't know if you can see the picture. Early. That's crazy, right? Yeah, man. We're gonna have transportation. For all you artists. If you in the city, you want to make that, we got transportation for you. So, check this out. Read all the information. Do your due diligence. Hit me up if you interested. And, let's get it early, son. Let's go. Share this with everybody. Y'all already know what the hell time it is. February 17th, 10 Selden Street. Woodbridge, Connecticut. Let's fucking be there, all right? Stay ready. Stay early. Stay woke. We coming for next early. Cause out.
We definitely have every kind of girl at the club, other than I'd say like bigger girls. We have one girl that's maybe on the bigger end, but even so, like, she's got a pretty flat tummy. She just has the biggest ass I have ever seen on the face of the fucking earth. She's the girl that sticks the bottle in her ass. And like, I don't know if she was there the night you were there.
I know. I did not catch the bottle.
Okay. So we have one girl with the biggest BBL that I've ever seen. And she uses I think it's a Corona bottle. And she puts it in between her ass cheeks and then twerks with the bottle in between her ass, and it doesn't move. It just stays where it is. And it fucking gets the crowd going wild. And like she'll walk around like the stage and she'll get people to put dollars in the bottle. Yeah. So that's her trick. That's like
That's what I was gonna say. That's her trick. Wow. Yeah. If no one's giving the money, all right, time to pull out the ace in the sleeve, right? Or I guess the ace in the ass. I don't know how you want to say that one, but
yes.
one of those. And we're back to the show with, of course, Mr. Joe Just Cauz himself.
Early.
How you doing over there? Wife went to go pick up the kiddo.
Yes, went to go pick up JoJo early.
Go pick up JoJo. Now that she's gone, we can actually talk. We can get into it now. Now that she's gone, Joe, let's no.
All right.
Can't get you in trouble because I'm gonna actually, since this is gonna be a video, there's gonna be video evidence. So I'm joking, Ash. I'm joking, Ash. We won't tell her what we don't put out there.
No.
Got it. No. Before gonna get in trouble.
Just for that. Yeah.
But no, before we went to the break, you were talking about, I mentioned about collaborations, working with other people and like getting those all done. And in the business that you're in, that's kind of the name of the game, really, isn't it? The rap game. It's collaborations. It's who you can work with and just like building on that, building that system and then like, go through plenty of trials and errors and all that, but that's kind of the base. And I think that's kind of the base for a lot of entertainment. That's something I think it's known, like we all know that like all the actors smooze and like chill with each other at like these parties and all that, and it's all for like rewards, but it's like I don't think it's like really understandable how it is until you just like, even like for us, we're not famous like that, but just even sticking a pinky toe at pinky nail in there, it's just like ooh.
What? That's what okay. Oh shit. Like yeah.
The real evaluation process, I guess I kind of put it, of just like stuff and all that. So I was like always curious, like how, because I'm afforded that I can do what I want to do by myself, just I guess in the field I'm in. For you, I don't think that's really an option in the sense of like, no, you need to work with people. You need to,
yes.
Which works with, that's also the yin and yang with you and me. That's your personality. You're very outgoing and like so it fits for you. So, I'm looking for advice from a man who can do it. Yes, you can say. That's what I'm here for.
I mean, you just gotta be so. For me, you just gotta be willing to always be willing to work with the absolute toughest people on the planet. So if you're willing to deal with, and like, I'm not talking about anybody specific. I'm just saying that you have to always be willing to deal with the toughest person on the planet. If you are willing to do that on a daily basis, and then you don't get that person, your day will be so much easier. Because if you don't do that, you will hit that one person and you'll be like, not physically hit them, but
no.
You will be like, you'll be like, oh, and then you'll be thrown back and be like, yo, I don't know, and you know what I mean? It'll jar you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what, so just be ready for the bullshit, as we say, you know what I mean? Just be ready for the bullshit, you know what I mean? Because there's always going to be that. There's always going to be somebody, I always say not better than you, but I'm going to say, I mean, yeah, there's always going to be someone better than you, but there's always going to be someone that's been there longer, that knows just a little bit more than you. And like, if you don't watch what you say and do, like, so like, you gotta just respect and be willing to work with the most difficult person, and you always gotta do it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta be willing, like, even if they're being disrespectful as fuck. You gotta be willing to be like, all right, man, no doubt. Like, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah,
no.
no, I like that. I think that's always been just in life in general. I think it's that's became a thing for me. I guess now that I'm much older, I think the older I get, the less disrespect I can deal with. I think I feel that like my granted, I think my way intolerance does, but definitely the blow up that happens after it, no, no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I'm back to 20. 20-year-old Tom comes out and
I mean,
I don't
everything is all valid after that.
yeah.
Everything's all
After
valid
that,
after both.
it's after that, it's like, I'm sorry I went that way. I probably don't take back anything that I said. I probably meant what I said 100%. Meant everything I was, everything that what you're feeling right now, you are justified. You're completely justified. That's kind of the game. I've just kind of, I guess, adopted, you know, for better or worse sometimes and all that. But I also think it's one of those things with like when you work with other people and you're collaborating. There's always going to be that feeling of uh, from one end maybe inadequacy of like, oh, I'm not fulfilling my part and all that. And then there's maybe let's say, I guess resentment, I guess you can say. It's like I'm doing everything, they're not doing it, that kind of like attitude and stuff. And I find that those people, I think, assume those are the only two options. Where
Mm.
there is another option, it's just everyone's so focused on those two, they can't see that when someone's trying to find that middle ground, I guess sometimes with like how you're gonna actually, operate with other people. I can use the shows that I did and stuff. I had to stop doing those because of stress and just everything. And like I guess a lot of probably negative attitude towards it because, yes, you're putting on a show. So the people, I guess sometimes it could be seen as like vanity or a ego project almost like
Right. Right. Like,
because
oh, but you can? And like just off that simple phrase, it's like, am I being disrespectful? Like it's like I can't be disrespectful for what I think I should be doing.
it's that idea. It's your show. So then they're instantly, because you're going to be putting on your like first show, like you said, on the 17th and whatnot. That is like there is that. Oh, okay. Oh, it's your show. So while people will be supporting you and all that, there's also that risk that someone's gonna like be like, "Oh, you got an ego because it's your show," or something like that. It's like, no, I'm just doing what's got to be done. That's or that kind of thing, that kind of attitude, and all that. Or if something goes wrong, then it's like you're blamed or something. Someone has a shitty time. It's your fault.
Right. No, like that's why I tend to think of like I think of us like as a team. So you know what I'm saying? Like if I fail or like if one part of us fails, we all fail type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like also I don't think of failure as an actual failure. Like this is just a straight up life lesson. Like I've never thrown together a show. I've never helped anybody in such depths. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is also the most amazing moment of my life. And also, a really difficult moment. I've never been in this position. But then also, how much growth I've had to do in such a short amount of time because of this. And then, well, what's going to happen next time? And then, can I do it next time? Can I do it the same way? Can I do it better? Is it going to go well? Like, the show hasn't even done it. You know what I mean? Like, so many things. You know what I mean?
It's
So,
all
and
about
you've
it's
done
taking
so.
that chance. It's taking that chance and like whatnot. And that and it's understanding that for everyone that chance is too big. It's too big of a chance. And I'm I like to think I'm understanding about that. I think, you know, just like in this world, that some people are built for it, some aren't. and there's no personal thing with that. I guess you could say it's just like it's just kind of one of those things. It's just like, all right, you move on, and whatever anybody feels, that's it. But I mean, I don't get. There's a part of me at times that is just like, man, I don't want to work with anyone ever the fuck again. And then it's like 2 seconds later, I'm talking to someone. It's like, oh man, I got this idea. We got to do this.
Oh,
It's like it's the creative mind in me. This is like that creative juice is just like, oh man, oh we could do this, we could do that. You know. And I think that's for me one of the big things is just like having that creative output and maybe not feeling I don't want to like they always sound negative. There's like no positive words to be. It's like I don't want to feel handcuffed or something like that with something. But it's like it's not even that. It's just like no, I just want to have that ability to just do whatever and all that. Like I said, before we recorded, and there's probably a clip during the break. I got an interview with a stripper. I'm going to interview some other risque people in the course of that I'm just like, yeah, I can see, this is why I'm doing it on mine because maybe I don't care. I've already dealt with so much. This is technically like the third or fourth season that I've done of this, and I kind of like stepped away for a few years.
Mhm.
But at this, it's like I've heard the worst. I've accepted it at this point, and that's part of the game in this. That you just got to grow that thick skin. That it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. You get to chuckle and laugh, and you get to be the jolly Joe, and me, I just got I don't know. I'm the grumpy smiley face. I don't know. I just keep on going about my day until somebody like talks to me, and then they're just like, yeah, that's weird. He's not even like mad. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just doing my thing.
Don't. I mean, look, don't let this smile and the laugh fool you. I'm in my room crying like a bitch, bro. I'm hurt. Fuck, man, she didn't work out. Fuck. But like outside, I'm like, I'm lit. So we lit, and I'm laughing. And inside, I'm like, shit, did it fuck? You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't show everybody that shit. So you know what I mean? So you gotta laugh about it sometimes,
No, I mean, hey, it always sucks when like plans don't work out and shit like that. I mean, like, I think everyone is a kid. They want to do like they have these like plans of doing all these adventures and shit when they get older with all their friends and all that. When they get older, like those childhood friends. A lot of times you don't have all those childhood friends as you start getting older and start switching out and all that. And it's like it's one of those things where yeah, maybe I'm cold. It's like I don't build that much attachment to length as opposed to I guess just the quality of a friendship. I guess you can say. It's like, oh, like I've met people when I was doing stand up that it was just like the conversations were just like that it was like wow, it's like I feel more comfortable talking to you than someone that I've known
for years.
decades and stuff like that. And that's what I like to experience. That's why I like doing these podcasts and stuff. It's just like just like a lot of the people I brought on, it's just like maybe I've talked 2 or 3 times. I mean, with the stripper, I just met her at the strip club. I was like, "You want to do a podcast?"
That's lit
Not
though.
during the lap dance, but like after.
That's lit. Like just the table dance. Like, you ready?
That's the that. I was just like, I was just sitting there, I was like, this would be an interesting. Like, I'm that weird guy at the strip club that just like talks to the strippers, and I'm like, you know what? This would be a fun podcast. I would love to just have. I wonder if anybody would be willing, and one was, and then it's just like anybody that I bump into. It's just like I like to get more information from people I've never met, or maybe I don't know as well, and stuff like that, because you know, you can only get something out of the same thing so much. So sometimes it's like, yo, I like to see what this new thing is. I like trying new things. I like, there's a few things that I will say be opposed to like trying out at this point in my life. That I'm just like, yeah, let's go for it and all that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I've been reading a lot of books. Like I love to read, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I've been like, yeah, I don't even know. I've been doubling, maybe even tripling the amounts of books that I've been reading as of late. And um, I don't know. I read a book and it just reminded me of something that actually Denzel Washington said. And you reminded me of, when you saying what you just said, you reminded me of it. He said in finding in doing the things that you've never done, you will always get things that you've never had. Always. You know what I'm saying? So like always try to look for like the opportunity to do new things. You know what I'm saying? Because like you will always get something new out of that experience, like good or bad. You will always get a new experience from that shit. You know what I mean? So like that literally changed me, like, and Ashley helping me like to just go for the whole artist thing, like just do that shit, like go for it. That shit has changed my life, man. Like for real, like just go for it and then just do it, go for it and fuck it at the same time. Like all right, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is different. You know what I'm saying?
It's I can't remember the movie quote or something. It's like it's not being afraid of the outcome, but the fear of not trying.
Right.
That kind of thing. It's like that's the worst of like just having that fear of not even like trying something and all that. And like I said, as I gotten older, I think that's been a big thing for me. I guess like that's my attitude. That's generally what I want to do. And it's like, okay, don't get in my way. It's like it's like, all right, yeah, you know what? I want to try this. I'm gonna, like I'm not gonna reveal them yet. I've talked to you. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna, I've never flown out of the country. Might as well fucking do it. Might as well just fucking go and try it out. It's just, it's as corny and cliche as it says, you do only live once. You might as well just try and enjoy it. And, what's the point of just keep on doing the same thing? Plenty of people, I think we've talked about it before on here. People hit me up about how do you get into podcasting, how do you get into like stand up or stuff like that. And it's always the same response of just do it. Don't like, if you want technical things, yeah, sure, I'll give you that. But ultimately it's just do it. But it's always taking that first step, even for me and coming back, it's like, I'm going to do the solo again. Even before we were doing this, I was almost like, we had our technical issues. I'm not going to lie. There was part of me that's just like, yeah, man, I'm about to just.
I'm about to just cave in and kick this.
Like, bro, I'm not going to lie. It was probably like, I was probably 10 seconds away from just being like, well, this ain't fucking going, whatever, I'm done. And then I see me a minute into office, like, all right, turn it on, gotta turn it back on.
We lit, go, we lit.
So, it took me a little bit in the beginning. That's why I was like, we just need to talk in the beginning so I can just like wake up here and like get myself back in, because it's slow death and all that. But like, but what I mean is like, you gotta like, it's always that first. It's so tough. It's so tough to just like kind of take that step. Even with this, I'm gonna be sweating my balls off just like to do these solo episodes and then like integrate everything and all that. But at the same time, it's like, oh, what's the worst case? Someone who I don't talk to anyway is gonna be like, yeah, this is stupid. And it's like, I've heard it before. I mean, God, I remember doing like a podcast myself, and just like before I did it, I just remember for whatever reason, I just remember this random guy after a comedy show, and the person that put on the show introduced me to him. And he's like, "Oh, this is my uncle." And I was polite. I was like, "Oh, hello, sir." I was like, all that. He's like, "Oh, you don't sound like how you look." And I was like, I don't know how to take that. I don't know what. And like every part of me, I'll admit, the first response in my head was just to be like, "Yeah, neither are you." Because you sound like a cocksucker, but I don't see the dick in your mouth. Like that was my instant thought in my head.
You should have. You had
every right to go there though.
And it wasn't like even like a. He said it in a rude way. Just even like the look on his face was like that. Of just
right.
And so just knowing that, I was like, I remember just going into the podcast. I was like, probably people say something about my voice, and like the podcast went. I was like, I don't have a good feeling about this. It is what it is, or whatnot. And so then I just watched back, and of course there's like some people talking about my voice on there.
Fuck, dude.
Can't deal with this guy and his Mickey Mouse voice or some shit. I was like, I never even noticed it. Whatever.
The bitches. Wow.
Great.
Bro, look, check this shit out. You want to hear some funny shit? Listen, I haven't gone live on my fucking TikTok yet, right? Everybody's fucking asking me to go live. They're like, yo, you got this much fucking people on your TikTok. You definitely got to go live. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't want to go live. Like, I'm a grown ass man, bro. I'm 37 years old. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do on live, bro? Like, what am I? You want me to fold my laundry, bro, on live? Like, what am I fucking? What do you want to watch that is so interesting in my life, right? So my friend goes, yo, bro, look, check it. If you're like nervous about going live, like, look, just go on my live and we'll just chill on live together. So I'm like, all right, yo, we lit. Like, and he's an artist, so he goes on live, he shows off his music, whatever. So I'm like, I bet. So one day he has to go to the bathroom on live, yo. And he leaves.
That one?
Yo, he leave. Nah, he was like short. It was short. But check this out. In the 2 seconds this man had left to use the bathroom. Oh my God. This dude like had gone on the comments and was like, he said some funny shit and it was funny. Like everybody was laughing, right? And I was like, oh no, you don't want the smoke. And I had like affected a Jamaican accent, right? Bro, did a boy get canceled in like 8.5? Bro, I'm talking about, yo, how you gonna do that? Yo, I know mad family members that's Jamaican. That's disrespectful. Who are you? But you wasn't talking like that before. I'm like, yo, bro, like it was not that serious. I'm like, that's how easy y'all just be canceling people. I'm like, bro, get over yourselves. Like, what are you? I wasn't even saying anything derogatory. I'm like, yo, grow up, bro. I'm like, grow up, bro. Like, what?
I think the canceling thing is just funny in a way, but yeah, it's done. It's done. We're done. We're done with the woke mob. We're done with the woke mob.
Right. Right. It's like, yo, you try to cancel me because I said something. It's like you can't cancel a human. They actually exist. It's not like a check. That's why I think it's hilarious. I'm like, oh, yo, you're gonna get canceled. Like, bro, I'm a human. Like, we're all human. You can't actually do that.
Now moving from those, I mean, Cauz, like you said, it's been like 2 years from Legend in the Making. I was wondering if if the next project, I know you did a bunch of was it EPs and so like and whatnot, and done a bunch of short collabs and stuff like that. I'm wondering, is there anything else, baking in the musical oven?
Yes. Definitely working on the second album. Definitely coming. And yeah, okay. Guess my wife said okay. Yeah, and working on the LP for the streets. Did not want to say it, but yeah, man, we cooking up an LP for the streets. KL Rockwell Productions. KL and I are getting together and we gonna cook something up special for the streets. And yeah, man, we don't have dates on this yet, but it's gonna be something nice, like 5-6 tracks maybe, and it's just gonna be something special for KL. So if y'all get tapped in with KL or anybody, you know what I'm saying, like he's gonna have live copies. But if you know KL Rockwell, you know that man is gonna be at the joints at the ones and twos, and he gonna be there just spinning Just Cauz joints. I'm like, so you know what I mean? So like if anybody wants to get tapped in, KL Rockwell is definitely your man for that soon. And yeah, man, I mean the album is definitely almost done. I just don't know how many tracks we're gonna have on it. That's why I don't know when it will be done. and I
That's fine. Hey, man, I just wanted to check on the progress, see how things are going.
Oh,
Did you see you doing your thing? Gotta check in, see what's going on. Now I got to put on my my nerd glasses before I go into my last part here. Okay, now then.
early.
Now, cause I like to end my interviews now. Would I like to do a little this or that? Wouldn't you kind of scenarios and stuff? First one we'll do easy. What's more New York, pizza or bagels?
Ooh, I'm gonna say pizza. I'm gonna have to say pizza.
You have to say you're a pizza man.
I am a pizza man. I'm a pizza man.
Follow up with the pizza. Do you put pineapple on your pizza?
Nah, it's racism. That's racism.
Okay, thank God.
Blasphemy.
All right, you are a true. Congratulations, you passed your New Yorker test. You are a true New Yorker.
Yep.
These fucking West Coast people with their pineapple on pizzas. I don't care if you have ham with it. That just makes it even more disgusting.
Yeah, that's
what's wrong with you.
Yeah, no.
Fruit should not be on pizza. Okay, that's just my thing. I'm done.
So
Yeah,
we just slice up some strawberries. I'm like, on pizza? I'm like, y'all walking right now. I'm like, on pizza.
Okay. Now sticking with our New York theme right now. What is the true New York team? Yankees, Knicks, Rangers, Brooklyn Nets. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that out. I know you might have a friend who's a Brooklyn Nets fan, so I'm just throwing that. But who could it be? Which one would you say is the most
New
New
York?
York team? Or the team instantly comes to mind when I say New York? That's a New York team.
Ha the Mets, boy. I know
there it is. Oh, there it is. Boom. You know what? I didn't even set that up. I probably didn't even realize the shirt, and I just completely forgot the Mets right there. But it worked out perfectly. That's great.
That's why I was like, yo, I never get to shout out the Mets. I was like, yo, the Mets, boy.
There we go. All right. Now this one, it's a little controversial. I once asked our mutual buddy Fresh this question. Now I gotta ask you. Nas or Jay-Z?
Oh shit. Damn. Why you gotta go there?
You know what? What we'll do, you can give the answer and I will censor your answer if you want to keep your street cred. And then you can just talk about them. You talk ambiguous about this and that. You know what? I really like beep because really did. You know what? Brought it to that other pussy. They couldn't do anything and all. You could really just go in. If that makes you more comfortable to give an answer.
No, I'm gonna give you my straight answer, and I could get burned, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. So everybody's gonna fucking kill me. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say Nas. I'm gonna say Nas is more lyrical than your man Jay-Z. I'm so sorry. I go for lyrics. 9 times out of 10. If you're gonna put anyone lyrically against anyone, you have to go off lyrics. That's like, if we have to liken anything back to sports, I'm saying, like, you gotta go with the statistical facts of whatever the man or woman is doing. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, okay, he's got more money. Okay, he did more records. You're right. But did this man spit more bars? Did this man have more weight? Did this man my man Nas was talking some knowledge from day one. So was Jay-Z. I'm not saying he didn't have the streets and he wasn't on literally the streets is watching. Damn. You know what I mean? He wasn't literally on the streets is watching. Shit. But I'm just saying, that man said
Project Window. Get fuck out of here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Project Window, bro. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, Mastermind.
I think you know what. I believe, if I'm correct, Fresh and me both agreed. For me, it was Jay-Z's got a bunch of hits, the Universal one he's done and all that. But I think if you're just looking at it like, I guess from an individual standpoint, like you said for yourself and all that, you're just looking at something that's like, I think it's one of those that like I don't think Nas gets a lot of the credit. I know probably one of his more recents, which was a collab, Wrote Myself Out with like Alu Black doing the harmonies for the back and all that. Like I'll listen to that all day, and it's just simple, just writing yourself. And it's like his songs always, I guess you could say, spoke to me more and stuff like that. That it was just like I can understand. I could relate more with Nas. Even though I can't relate, from like a actual standpoint, but it was like something with the music or something like that. That was just We'll move on before your street cred takes any more hits. Any future collabs get destroyed.
I'm probably gonna be burned at the stake. It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is a old episode of Fancy Fridays of me bashing Beyonce. So don't worry, you're not going to be the one that's burned. I am not more often than not. So you're safe. You're safe, buddy.
We
all right.
We love lemonade, and we will definitely drink Ace of Spades. Love us. Be cool. Yeah, be cool.
Now, we all know if you know Cauz, he is a Batman fan. So as a Batman aficionado, who is your favorite Robin?
Ash, you want to take this one? You don't lie to the folks now, because I tried to
Kelly.
I tried to name my daughter. Yup.
Would you try?
JC Kelly.
I
tried to low key name my daughter this, and my wife was like, "Hell no, you ain't doing that."
So you went. See that shows his true nerdom. Didn't go for any of the regular ones. Now I'm going for the female Robin chilling with old man Batman, just like murdering people. Like it.
Nope. Absolutely. And JoJo's first name out the gate was gonna be Altair. Not even wrong. Yep. Yes.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed. Yep. All the way. Yep.
With it. Love it. So we have those. Okay. So we've covered food, we covered music, and all that. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to exit out this Beyonce and other kinds because Ashley's right behind you. So let me get rid of these. Nope, don't want to get you in trouble. Oh, hey, Ash. How you doing?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, guys. Hey.
No.
All right. So we'll go with we'll go back with an easy one that I got here. So Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi, man. All right. See that. So now then, for my last one here, Cauz, okay? This is more so for yourself. You can take a moment to group yourself here. All right. You're about to go on tour, Cauz. You're set. It's gonna be a big one, right? You get the call. You're gonna go on it, but all of a sudden you get another call. It's 2 different tours. You only go on one. Now one. So, oh my God, you're seeing all these W's going up. Is that the Woo? Is that the Woo calling for Cauz? They got a samurai sword. They got a samurai sword and everything ready for you. Bring you back. Wait. You're about to, but there's another call coming in. Wait, who else is calling? Is it? Wait. Wait a minute, there's all this smoke coming from the phone.
Oh, shit.
No. Snoop? Snoop, that you? You're calling from what Dre wants? Dre wants to set up something? The Chronic 3? What's going on?
We're going Snoop, man. We're gonna have
What you're trying to fight? You're trying to figure out which what tour dates are these? Wait, when oh no. You can only choose one, Cause. Which one does it have to be?
the wife would slaughter me if I didn't choose. You already. You,
Yeah, no. As soon as I said the smoke coming from the phone,
the
the
smoke from
answer
the
was over.
phone.
I convinced myself during that too much. You know what, too well. Sorry to the woo. I know you guys get lit, but as soon as that happened, we showed our age. We're too old. We needed it. Right. But nope. That was a my quick little questionnaire. I can take out this and all that. But no, Cause, of course, it's always fun as always with you doing these interviews. Of course, special guests, Yoda, Ashley in the background. Now, of course, put that in the title too. But of course, hey, like I said, anything you want to promote and all that, do so now.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna have, me and the team are gonna be throwing a beautiful, beautiful hip hop show. It's gonna be the Raw Hip Hop Show. It's gonna be in Woodbridge, Connecticut. 10 Selden is the venue name, no space, but it's gonna be literally at 10 Selden Street, Woodbridge, Connecticut, February 17th. Please pull up. Doors open at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be closed. It's gonna be a quick show though. You know what I mean? 7 to 11. It's going to be nice and sweet so you guys can get home early, but it's going to be a lot of heavy hitters. We're going to have some Rough Riders in the building. We're going to have Kale in the building. We're going to have Big Man Entertainment. We're going to have the Peacemakers. We're going to have the Vargas Brothers. It's going to be major. We're going to have my twin there, Trey D. We're going to have my twin, you know what I'm saying? Wade, of course. Wade the God going to be there. Sir Brutus. My twins. It's too many to name. There's just too many hitters, bro. It's too many hitters. But just shout out to everybody that's helped me along the way. Shout out to you, Tom, for real. Much love to you, man. You've always been the man to always give me my first breaks with you. So thank you, my brother, for real. And
no problem.
Absolutely. And shout out to the boss lady, Asha Mundo. Thank you. She kicked the chair. You already know. She did not.
Yeah. Now she kick it.
No, yeah.
And if people want to find you, and everything, Cause
United Masters, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Google Play, and iTunes and Apple Music. Just Cauz, JUSTCAUZ.
That's right, and we will, of course, have links in the video and the audio podcast if you're listening to this for y'all to check out. And of course, I am Tommy Tom, host extraordinaire of this wonderful podcast. You guys can find me Twitter. What is it? X. I don't like the X. Makes it sound like I'm on a porn site, but whatever. That might be my future if things go bad. But you guys can find me on that at Tommy Tom 38. Hold up, let me restart that. Sorry, swallowing my own spit there. The Tommy Tom 88 on X Twitter, or you can find me on Instagram at the Tommy Tom P 88. And of course, Cauz, once again, thank you once again for doing this with me, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.